And we are live. All right.
Wait, we are live?
We are
Yes,
live.
we are
Hold on,
live.
let me. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. All right. Oh, we are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. Today we have a special guest, Iron Wolfspear. He is a what would you say, like a sector watcher? Like you've been around.
I'm just a guy on the internet. That's it.
Yeah, just a guy on
We've
the
had
internet.
him
How
on
you doing
a
today?
previous stream a couple weeks ago, but now we actually have him on as a guest. Like sorry, you're the last one. First we had Kyler, then he got you, and then he got Percival, and we interviewed both those guys. So I'm glad to have you on finally.
Yeah, you had Raven on. Yeah, did you have Ralph on? I think
Yeah,
too.
we had Ralph.
Yeah, we had Ralph, man. Dude, I'm gonna say this. I fucking loved Ralph's interview. The dude's pretty chill. But it's nice to have you on.
I mean, he was just like really like funny. Like he has like no filter. That's why I really likes like people just speak their mind. That's how I am. It's like I like speaking about my mind. And he was just like, even though like all could hate him, like I know you have your own issue. Ralph is just a guy that like he speaks his mind sometimes, and that's why we liked. It's like how he had no.
He does even to his
like,
detriment. You know, he speaks his mind even to his
yeah.
detriment. You know, so, I get that, but. Yeah, it's been a crazy few weeks. When I got on after and all that stuff, what's going on? You guys had your beef with some Ehor. I heard. I didn't get to really.
We're not gonna speak about her.
I thought it was funny though. I saw some of your tweets about it. Like some of you guys tweeted about it. I thought somebody made a video about her or whatever with like some like evil. Yeah,
dude, it's kind of funny because like literally. In where she came from, they don't even speak about her. They call her Voldemort 2. She's not even Voldemort 1.
Voldemort 2.
Yeah, because they have a Voldemort 1, which is Grace Thorpe.
Oh my god,
dude, it's been
crazy.
But
it's been crazy. Yeah,
you know, it's definitely been crazy. 1 week, I'm finally getting to speak to Ethan Rouse, someone I've been watching for years, and the next day, I'm like fighting. I'm fighting someone that I used to consider an online friend.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is in the sector. That's how it is. That's how it is. And it's like, you never know what's going to happen. It's kind of just wild. A lot of times it's better to watch. Because it's like when you watch and it's like I barely tip my toe in, but like when I do, it's just like.
That's the perspective I'm having, right? Because this is my first time really dipping my toe. Trident and you both have somewhat been the Spectre for a while. I was a watcher. I used to be part of the Discord servers, and now I'm kind of here, like making history, I guess, you know. So it's definitely it's definitely a weird.
I would say like keep an open eye about like the sector and just like don't let it be like the one thing you into because it's like. It gets kind of cringe and gay, like right now. It is like, after all the excitement in the last like 3 weeks. Now it's like teetering off again, and it's like that.
Dying
it's like
down again. It was like
So like I want to keep Ravencast like a variety show where like we may like talk about sector things, but I don't want to just keep Ravencast in like one online community anyways because I feel like that's bad because all these communities will fall one day. So if you want to last like a long time, you might as well just be a variety show. Because if you're a variety show, you can last as long as you want, really.
Yeah,
that's definitely. True. I do kind of like how we like to dip our toes in different things, and we're not known as just the small Tom and Terry like YouTuber like brain rot, you know.
That's
good. You got some. You told us some crazy stories last time you were on here.
Yeah,
you got any crazy stories for us today.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you guys have verified. You guys verified obviously about the JF claims. You guys saw that.
Oh yeah, I know. Allegedly he killed Mama JF.
Yeah. I mean, no. Well, he took her to the gas station and she just walked into the woods. I guess I thought he took her to like a national park or something. No, he just took her to a gas station on a highway, and then she just wandered off to the woods.
Do you think she's being raised by like wolves or something? Like she's just gonna come out.
I mean, you know that has happened, but like the kid was not mentally challenged like Mama JF, so maybe not. Like that, I heard that was like an actual thing. Like some kid was like lost in the woods and then was taken in by wolves,
I
and
mean,
then they found the kid,
you
and it was
think
like the kid's all
somebody
feral.
though, but you think someone that would be more mentally challenged though would probably get along better with the animals than humans.
No, I mean they might feel bad. They might not kill her, but I mean they're not gonna take her in. She's like I think
Wait,
wolves
so
are more
I need to
intelligent.
verify this because I see this on Casino, and I don't really trust what they say. Did she actually like? She had kids with him?
Uh, I don't know. I've heard that too, not from them, but I don't know how true or not that is. I don't think it's true.
Do you think JFK has kids, or do you think he didn't have kids with her?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. He's been with like two potatoes, I think, in his life, so I don't know.
Well, no offense, but when you kind of sound like JFK and like he's got the personality that he has, I'm sorry, but imagine having to like date that guy's just his personality's so bland. Like, what do you have conversations with him? Like, you ask him about the weather, he's probably gonna make that boring.
Well, I mean, like he's he's an intellectual as he portrays himself like that. So I mean,
Bullshit.
it just yeah, I know it is kind of bullshit. I mean, he's not dumb, but he is kind of dumb at the same time. I don't know. He's a character, and he's just fucking weird. That's why, like a lot of times, like even back then, I never really watched his shit. Like whether with Worski or not, I just thought it was weird.
Did you have like any
So
personal connection with him? Sorry, Trident.
I've trolled this show like back in the day, like once or twice, and and this was when I think one of the times I called in was with when Coach Red Pill was still alive and he was on his show, and
Oh my god.
I got him to talk about like I don't know, I think Coach Red Pill had like aborted a kid, and I think we made fun of him for that, and he got triggered
Coach Red
while he
Pill.
was on
That's a
yeah.
fucking old name, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So like another person probably responsible for like JF's probably responsible somehow. I don't know because Coach Red Pill's dead allegedly.
Damn.
so
Until I see a dead body, I don't believe it.
wait, so JF and Andy like had a show together?
Yeah, yeah, they did Worski live, I think, but I wasn't even around. But I knew about him. Like I wasn't like watching the sector, but I already knew about the sector. Like even back then, and back then it wasn't even called the sector; it was just called Internet Blood Sports.
Yeah, it was called like
Um,
Internet Blood Sports,
Those were
and
the
I kind of
days.
stayed away from it back then because I was way younger. Like 2018, I was
Dude,
still minor back then,
so
so I kind of like stayed away.
2018, I was 16. Like, there was no way I'm going on the damn Spectre with, like, Ian Ralph and
Yeah,
shit.
but
no,
now
no.
it's like I think I can handle it now because I'm much older.
Yeah, gosh, I mean, I don't know. I've been watching Jim for a while since I think I started watching Jim after high school, but Jim's been around for a while, and then some of these guys came
Oh, yeah.
out around 2014 because of Gamergate.
Oh,
Like,
Gamergate. Yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
that's kind of how the blood sport thing was
I was
born, and then
fucking late. Like, I'm talking circa 2020, 2019. It was like during COVID, all the Bloodsport clips were coming out, and I was locked in my room for like 2 months because of COVID. So, like, I'd be
yeah.
doing my homework, and I'd be hearing like old archives of Monday Matt and like Ethan Ralph battling out on the Bloodsports days.
Yeah, like the funny thing was before all of these retards were fighting it out with each other, before
Hmm.
all of that, there was a time I think they were arguing with the skeptics community, if you know who they are. I don't know, half of them are dead or gone. But there was these people called the skeptics community, and they got dragged into it. Some of them got like tricked by some of the
Yeah.
people in the blood sports, and then the rest of them just like want Armored Skeptic. You ever heard of that name? Shoe on Head,
Oh,
Thunderfoot.
oh God, I couldn't stand Shoe on Head, man. Like I remember back in the days, like she was so fucking annoying, and then it got worse when she was like when I found out that she was somewhat of like I don't know, man. Her takes of like her takes kind of go to whatever men she's with at the time.
I mean, yeah, she's a pick me girl, but I do think it's funny. She pulls out her own hair and eats it. Did you know that?
I have heard of that. She has wigs now.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Does she have kids?
Uh,
Because I've heard of that she might
no,
have
no,
kids.
no, no, no. She no kids, no
Oh,
kids.
good. I don't think
Someone
someone
that
like
should, yeah, someone should like
do
Brittany
you
Venti. You know, you remember her too? The
Ooh.
fucking alien-looking chick, mulatto chick that has like eyes really far apart or whatever. And there were so many people, and basically before like Ralph, when they met, all these pot awful King of Pole. There was these other Trout and T, all these fucking people that don't a
Yeah.
drummer. Andy, they will all fight the skeptics, and then the skeptics kind of lost or just got bored and fucked off, and then they
Right.
all just started fighting with each other, and then it just got gayer and gayer, and here we are 10
Yeah,
years
why
later.
does the fighting always get gay? Like even when they're fighting in person, like I've noticed they do like the most gayest thing where they get on top of each other. Like you see Ralph and Gator getting on top of each other, you know.
Yeah, I mean, no, I know. It's like I said, it's funny until it gets gay. Like, I mean, like Jim did a stream yesterday. He was just talking about Trump for like I think the majority of it, and I was tuning in. I'm like, I don't know.
So not fun.
Like
Fun.
he doesn't even want to talk about what's going on. I mean, one because he sweeps it up, but two, it's like he just wants to. He now at this point, like he streams just to like take some money from people and then fucks
Yeah.
off.
He takes the money like I'm dying from cancer. You'll buy my hat, like Jim.
Literally every time I clicked on, there was like an ad for his shop. Like, cause I tuned in for like 5 minutes and then came back a half an hour later, and then I see his shop still, and I'm like, Jesus.
When I
I'm
saw
having
him cover
people.
Boblex, I was like, that's something I don't think Jim should have been covering, to be honest.
Oh, I don't even. I know the name, but I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that guy or whoever that
Oh,
is. I just
yeah,
don't
we're not
get it.
gonna
I
get into
just.
that. That's a whole can of worms.
No, it's
But
Roblox is a big, huge like commentary lolcow. That's like all like a bunch of
so
like he's
yeah,
just a lefty now.
yeah. So like Ralph, you guys ever heard? You guys ever heard of Ralph with his bowling thingy that he did? You guys heard about
Oh, the
that?
bowling
I heard it
stream.
a little bit. Wasn't it? Was it back to like 2022, 2023?
Yeah, that was kind of funny because a
Were you
lot of
there?
things happened. Oh no, I almost went though, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
Did
if I could
Wolfspear come on
recall,
there?
the bowling stream, he got into some fights. The equipment was poorly set up, so like the stream was a laggy mess. You could barely hear anybody 'cause the microphones didn't work. Right?
Yeah, Big Money Road. There were once a time when they were all friends, and yeah, that was so long ago.
They were
Um,
friends. They would give each other gay hugs. They would like braid each other's
yeah,
hair.
they all like met up at
That's
some
wild.
point. Andy, Coach Red Pill, you seen that picture? Ralph,
Oh
Andy,
God,
Nick
yes, they're
Masterson.
all hanging
I think
out.
even
You know.
Ricada was in there. I don't even know. Like it's kind of nuts because like Ricada had a chance to like to fucking fuck off into the sunset and make his money from his court streams that he did about Rachel whatever the
Dude,
fuck
he
Johnny Jab.
was, man.
Yeah,
And, it's such a downfall when you see somebody like that. Because I generally used to watch him and Matt the internet and respect those guys when I was younger. Now I'm looking back, they're both, I don't know. Like, I can't look back at
it's
those two
horrible.
guys.
I mean,
It's
yeah, I
just a
mean it could
fucking
be
mess.
worse, but
Uh,
it's
did you
toxic,
want to
bro.
say something, Tried?
Oh yeah. People are messaging me and ask, Do you have the leaks, the Discord leaks from Andy's Discord? Because people are messaging me and asking me to ask for
Who's
that.
asking you that?
Hold on. I'm not gonna leak the group chat, but it's a guy named Kaiser. It's just some random Twitter account.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I haven't, dude. I haven't even. Listen, it's my day off today. I haven't even. I just woke up like a few hours ago. But I already told them off stream I'm gonna go with the Beezer stuff though, and then after that we'll go. I'll just like leak it, whatever. I honestly I think the Beezer thing it might be a little bit more interesting. I'm not gonna lie, because like I went to the Discord logs and it's just like people commenting on stuff of that day, like of the whole 3 years. Like obviously there's probably gonna be some funny parts where they're like laughing
Right.
at somebody, like but a lot of it just looks like people talking in a general chat, like on a server.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm on like this. I know it's a little off topic, but I swear, like you and me are like on this, like on Thomas's tiredness. Like you and me are on the same wave right now. Like I'm yawning as well.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
man,
it's look. I wanted to come on here longer. Like I have to go get food later, and it's like, oh man.
you're all
But
good, dog. I get
it's
it.
been good. No, but like, let me tell you some stuff. Let me tell you some stories about the sect. This is kind of
Mhm.
So, do you guys know about the bowling thing with Ralph? Whatever he like Like he maced somebody,
Was
he got beat
Flamingo
up.
there?
No, no, this was like he hated Flamingo. Like he brings him up.
Yeah.
This was when they were already at
Flamenco
pause.
actually sent, according to Ralph, Flamenco sent someone there. Flamenco did not. I don't
Yeah,
really know
that's
which is true or not, because I wasn't really around. But the allegation was that Flamenco sent someone there to sabotage the event.
That's what they think, and it could be true. But there is one person that confirmed sent people there, which was Pot Awful. Pot Awful did send his goons there, and let me tell you about what he did, which is kind of funny. So this was the time where Ralph needed to be served. The many times Ralph needed to be served
oh
legal papers.
yeah. I remember
And
this.
yeah. So they went before the fucking event, planted like papers to serve him in the bathroom toilet with like plastic, like a Ziploc bag in it, so it
I'm
doesn't get
I'm
wet.
I'm just
And then
imagining
they
like Ralph's in the stall. It's like they slip it under there. The fuck is this?
no, like it was like in the when you lift the head of the toilet, like
Oh
it's
no.
clean water there. It was like clean water, so it's just like as long as you keep it in a plastic bag, like that's how the mob would do shit. Like
Yeah,
if
they
they
would
wanted
put
to
it in the
put a
plastic
gun in
bag and put
there,
it in the
right? Yeah,
toilet.
and then they'll pull it out and just shoot the person because then the gun's already planted. So
Right.
but the funny thing was that when they were gonna serve him, somebody else already beat him to it. Like so, they just said keep serving him, keep serving
Keep
him
serving him.
paper.
Come on, get him.
And he was like, "You can only serve me once," and they're like, he got mad about that. It was kind of funny. And then somebody was throwing salads, I think, in Dick Masterson's car or Merce's car. I think it was with
Oh
Merce
no, it was Dick
Ranch.
Masterson, I think. Yeah, it was like ranch. I think
Yeah.
there was like a tweet. It's like why like Dick Masterson said, thanks to the asshole that like put ranch dressing in my car, now it smells bad. 'Cause it was like in the summertime, I think.
Yeah, it's Texas in the summertime in Dallas.
Oh man,
I
his
was like,
fucking
the
car
fucked up thing
cooked.
was I was in Houston around that time.
Dude, you
And I'm like,
should
I
have,
could
bro.
have went, but they already knew who I was. So I was like, I'm not gonna go. I'm not trying to get arrested or whatever.
You'd be
Like I wouldn't even done anything bad back then. I would have just pressed them. I would have called him like faggot or something. Just left. Like, but yeah, I couldn't also. But I was like, I was debating it, and then I was gonna go because there's this guy that was saying that he was
Yeah.
gonna go and he wanted to fight me, and he never went. So I'm like, why would I go if you didn't even go? Like, fuck that. He was a coward because he was afraid of getting doxxed, but because Ralph has his dogs, so fucking loser.
Yeah, that's
And
like
yeah,
we're
he didn't
meeting
show
up in
up.
a
He didn't.
public place, so it's like it's gonna be doxed here. Let's just do it.
Yeah, and then what else happened? They were doing like streams about it. He was like, it was such a shit show. And Ralph like won his own trophy that he was given to. Like, so from my
Basically.
knowledge, there was actually like 2 or 3 teams playing, even though it was supposed to be like 8 teams playing, but nobody really cared. And then like they just won by default, so Ralph took the trophy home that he paid for. Like he just gave himself a trophy. Like it wasn't even really a competition. I thought it was funny that part.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, I had one of my family members came and they said food dinner's ready.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
gotta
you're
go
good.
get. I'm gonna go buy food, but
What'd you get
there.
tonight?
I don't know, because I'm gonna go with my girlfriend. She's hungry. We're both too tired to cook, so we're just gonna go get something to eat.
Feel that.
She wants.
Yeah, my girlfriend's off today. I had to work, so you know how that
What is
goes.
the craziest thing? Like before you go, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in the sector? That's just like, oh, it's on my memory forever.
Well, there's so many, but like a lot of a lot. If you really want something crazy, was like the time when IP2 people were interacting with the sector. Do you know what IP2 is?
Not
I
really.
don't
Okay,
know.
so
Can you explain it to us?
IP2, yeah. So IP2 is a network of people that are related to IRL streaming,
Oh,
like Baked
oh, I know what
Alaska.
you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you gotta say
there's
that
not
like
just so
yeah.
there's
I
so
don't know
many of
the
those guys.
the terminology for that because like I'm not really used to that, and
Yeah,
also
so
I
IP2 is just a network that promote people that like a lot of these people, even sector people, were put in there, even though they're not IP2. They're just
yeah
associated, and so like if you go on IP2 network, it'll have you a list of a bunch of people, and if they're streaming or not, it'll show up, and then you can click on them. There's like clips. You can see. You guys should go into IP2 because they also have like a clip part of their website where you see like memorable moments, and there has been like a lot of them. Like one time, there was a time where IP2 people. I don't even know who they were. I forgot their names. They were looking for Ralph, and I think they wanted to fight him. And I think they almost found him, or they did, but no fight happened. It was like, Alice, which is the chick that Ralph was accused of raping. Uh, he didn't rape her, by the way.
I
Like,
knew that was bullshit. Like,
yeah, I mean, because this girl, not because Ralph is not like I can't, not because I can see Ralph not raping someone, but it's because like this girl has accused of like 9 other dudes of raping her,
and not only
and
that, but it's like she
yeah.
had a chance to go to the police and went to the internet instead of the police. And it's like, if it's such a big deal, why aren't you going to the police? Why aren't you reporting Ralph? Like, and not only that, but it's
Oh
like,
my God, yeah. Big money, yeah. So the Chicken Andy's one of these guys, and I think he knew Alice or he knew Ralph, and he ate out a homeless girl, a homeless woman's pussy, like out, like on the street. He ate her out. He was
oh
fucking,
my god,
and that's
like
on
he just
video. That's on video, by the way.
damn. Like Andy was just like, it
Yeah.
seems like Andy's so desperate he'll eat anything.
No,
So
no,
he
not
Hey,
made
not
it
not
look
Andy
like
I
Worsley.
am so
Chicken Andy.
sorry. I was gone for a couple minutes. I'm so sorry about that.
You're
oh,
good.
you're
No,
good.
I'm talking. I'm just talking about the time a guy named Chicken Andy ate some homeless woman's pussy on a
Oh
live
my
stream.
God, Chicken Andy! Oh man,
Yeah.
I know all about them. You ever heard of Burger Plant? The dude that was like,
Yeah. I've heard of that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
and then you have Asian Andy. Asian Andy was like my favorite one. I've been watching him for years. You know, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. There's I'll tell you one thing I did though. So there was an art. You remember the RVs from IP2? They had RV7, RV6,
Dude.
whatever.
Yeah, like I
So
remember, wasn't that the one where Only Use Me Blade like went in and like assaulted a woman when she was sleeping on the
raped
RV?
Gucci's allegedly raped
Yeah.
Gucci's or groped her. Just I think he just groped her. That's why they say grope
I
gang.
don't know, but it's still pretty fucked up though. You walked in there
Um.
when she's sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Gucci's is another crazy bitch. You should see some of her clips. But anyway, so there is one. I don't know which RV it was. It wasn't the one Kyler went on. It was like one before that.
You're talking about the
And
one where like Chicken Andy's underneath the car and he's trying to work on it and someone almost hit him.
well, I don't know. I don't remember that part, but I remember there was a fight. Chicken Andy was in there, so it must have been one with Chicken Andy, and he was in there, and he was fighting some guy because there was some, you know how it is. The fight started
Oh
because some
yeah,
dumb
I know what you're
bitch.
talking about.
And
Yeah.
the funny thing was, I was watching that live, and right as the fight is kind of starting or getting on, I sent a dono through TTS the Mortal Kombat song, and they were fighting while that song was playing in the
Motherfucker.
background. Like it was
You're
like
the
a
one that
real
did
fight.
that?
It was yeah, that was
Wait,
me. That
wait.
was me.
Dude,
That was
you
me.
created one of my favorite memories of the that sector, dude. Just the Mortal Kombat.
Like you can hear it in the back because like there was
Test your
multiple
mic.
cameras. There was multiple cameras, multiple streams. So I
Yeah.
donated to the one in the car while they're fighting outside of the car, so you can kind of hear it. It was kind of funny. There it was awesome. The fight like went outside, and I just thought it was like that. That's,
That's great, man. You haven't yeah, you have so many crazy stories. I was wondering actually I was wondering if you could if you have any stories about your casino trip. Any because I remember you told us last time that
well, I said a lot of it pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
think we
said,
said
pretty
pretty much
even the
everything.
board like. Oh, I'll tell you one thing we didn't talk about that I even forgot was around that time, the night before they got the black cookers, or the same night,
yeah.
they were getting ready. Everybody was getting ready to go to the club, but I didn't go because I was sick. So I remember hearing Andy. They all stopped getting ready because there was like a Kilo Pedals video that came out that night, and they all wanted to watch it. That was kind of funny. Like they're about to leave for the club, and they're like, "Yo, Kilo Pedals came out with a new video about Ralph," and they had to stop everything, and they were watching it. That
Stop
was
it. We're
funny.
gonna
Man,
watch this on the hotel TV.
It
they were
literally, yeah, they
watching
put it
yeah, they
on
were
there
watching
because it
TV
had that
instead of
stream
like
thing.
partying. Like that's kind of funny.
Yeah, pretty
Some
much
stuff,
that, and then
man.
they left. I was like dying, but I'm trying to think if anything happened.
So, what, besides that, let's get back to you, man. What are you doing for your content recently? Like, it's,
Well, I mean, there's some plans for the summer. Because like after like August, I'm probably gonna take a little retirement from the sector. I'm gonna still be around watching, but I'm done.
Yeah,
Like
I
putting my
understand
toe.
that. I
But
can
there is
imagine.
some plan. There is some plans for IRL streams, possibly with Kyler and other people.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Um,
dope. I'd love to see you and Kyler. Man,
yeah.
I love Kyler. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, he had a lot of good stories when I had him on, and he was a
Dude,
really
if it wasn't
good
for Kyler,
disciple.
we would never have you on or get to meet you or Persa, man. He did a
It
lot
was
for
yeah.
us. Like
Yeah, no. Kyler's a cool guy. Like they asked me to come on, so I was like, all right, I'll come on. Like, I was just
I
chilling that
appreciate
day.
you guys so much.
I'm
Especially
Yeah,
trying
we
to think
really.
one more story. Let me think of one more story. So there was what do you call it? So you know about the guy that went to Ralph's like uncle's like house and trashed it.
Wait, what?
'Cause yeah, so there was a guy. I think he got arrested or he got away with it. I don't know, but so Ralph's uncle died or something like that, or gave him a property that he couldn't like take care of. So they found out obviously that the A logs and some guy went in there and trashed the place.
Hmm.
And
Oh
he
yeah, I
just
did hear about
yeah, and he
that. That he
recorded
like
that I think
trashed the place,
too.
he destroyed
Yeah.
everything, and like filmed it.
Yeah, I don't know if he got arrested, but I think it's on Kiwi Farms. They posted it. I
Oh
thought it was
man.
crazy. I'm like, dude, people really did press him. There was like a Muslim woman going to Ralph's house when after Jesse like went there, and they were dropping corns on the cobs and shit.
Oh my
Like
god.
that was kind of funny. Like I was like, why is there a Muslim woman in a hijab here? Like what the like? Does she really watch the sector? Like I would think they'd be disgusted about like half the shit they talk about because it's all
Dude, the way they
degenerate.
talk
But
about women, I'm surprised that they have women in their lives. No offense to these
There
guys,
are
but
some, but that's the thing is there are some women that don't care. And there are also some women that hate other women that have the same mental mindset. So that's also why they're here. And I'm sure that
I mean,
most
and
of
a
like
lot of them are gross. Like, I mean,
yeah, a lot of them are
like,
gross.
like,
A
no
lot of them
offense to
bully.
Faith. No offense to Faith. You know, she's like, oh, she looked the most okay out of like all the other chicks Ralph was involved with, and that's
true.
just and like she looks all right. Just she was fat a little bit or something like that.
The other
Um,
ones don't look.
the other one
Some
was
of
a
them.
horse. The other one was like an
Is
Indian, fat
Faith really in
Indian.
the specter like that though?
No. She's doing her own thing. Like, but you know, because like the funny thing is that when Mr. Vickers or whatever, fucking Vicious Vickers, whatever, he got involved, Faith was like trying not to be involved anymore. She was still probably watching, to my knowledge,
But not really want to get
but
involved anymore.
yeah, she was done. She has a kid. Like, she actually has to raise a kid.
I
So
mean, yeah, you gotta like set aside and kind of move on.
yeah, like,
And
and the kid's high maintenance.
also do
So
like despite all the stuff like Ralph may have put her through and all that internet stuff that she still tries to like let Ralph see his son.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
really
yeah, but
special.
I mean, you know, like the only reason he can't see the other one is because of the video of Ralph choking Pantsu.
Oh,
Like, you guys
Hey,
seen that
I'm back.
video?
Hey, Glitch, what's up?
wait,
And
what?
Yeah.
wait, I
So
haven't
there's a
seen that
video.
video.
If you want to show it,
Can we show it, Trident?
I mean,
Uh,
I'll send it to you. I'll find it. I mean, you don't see anything actual
I
because
really
it's like
don't
hidden
know. Only
recording.
just because like I don't want Ralph trying to fly because I think that goes
No,
with a few
no.
of his.
I mean, it's fucked up, but that's the only. I mean, that's
Like it's not me trying to
why
hide anything. It's just I don't
yeah,
want to get our
I'm
our
just saying, like,
podcast
it's
legal
true,
trouble.
but like it's sad because it's like, you know, the kid's growing up without a dad, or allegedly now Pants is with a black guy, so that's even worse. The kid,
Yeah.
but but no, but yeah,
Well,
basically
let's just hope.
she recorded a video like in her pocket with a cell phone, and you could just hear Ralph like going nuts, and I think he does like choke her, but you know, not like killing
Yeah.
her wise. That was enough to basically get the restraining
But
order, and
I'm just
he
gonna
can't
say
see it.
this. It sucks because like I know somebody. I'm not gonna name who. Some of my family had to go through that same shit. And I do hope that Ralph gets to at least get something soon to see his son, because I mean his kid, because as a parent you got to think in his perspective, right? As a parent, like you
No,
just want to
I
be with
do,
your
I
kid,
get it, but it's like you can't
but you can't
like
do that to your baby
it's
mama,
a
though.
no, it's not
Yeah,
just that.
Yeah.
It's not just that. Like you have to be someone that is worth like having the right to see your kid because like you really want
you
a
gotta earn.
deadbeat
You
around a
gotta
kid.
earn that too. You gotta earn that.
Yeah,
You
yeah. Like
also gotta have a
if
good
Ralph
relation.
changed, yeah, if Ralph did a full 180 and he got actually better, which he'll never will, and not because I want him to not get better, but that's just how
It's
he
just
is. He's
sometimes it
like he has
happens. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes people just have deadbeat dads and whatever. And it's like if he changed it up, I would be happy for the kid, not for him. I'd be happy for the kid. But
Yeah. I mean, the reality is he can't see it right now
it's
for
like
a good for that reason, and I hope he
yeah.
doesn't come.
I
I
mean,
hope he doesn't come after us for
but like
this. Yeah.
no, he's not. I mean, because we're
Anyway.
not. I'm not shit talking. I'm just talking about the sector. Like I'm talking about
Mhm.
everybody. So if he gets mad,
Exactly.
also he's
Well,
like
that's
he's
also
threatening to
it.
kill himself right now. I think he's worried about other things. I don't think he cares.
And also,
Yeah.
I just want to
And
say, it's like, if it, like, I know there's some people that say it's suicide, but even if it's not, like, I just want to say, like, I hope he does better. I hope, like, if he is going through that, like, he does actually go through with that, which he
I
says
mean
he's
that's
fine. Like,
yeah.
I know he's fine. Like, he's not actually going to kill
Hey,
himself, and
Iron.
that's actually really good.
Yeah.
We are at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, I
Can we?
mean, I can talk a little more. I can talk a little
Okay.
more.
I just want to make
I'll
sure
let
because
you
I know you
know.
said
Yeah.
because I know you said
Yeah,
that.
I know it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy, but
I just want to
like
make
I'm trying
sure.
to think. So we talked about IP2. There's some people you should look into. Alice did the right thing. She basically fucked off. She deleted all her
I
shit. Now
mean,
she's like in an actual relationship with a guy that's good for her,
well,
I
that's
think.
good.
And
But
Well,
you
it's just
know,
either way, she
like,
got
if
out of
he
it. I think
ever,
Faith had too much involved in the sector, and she was the type of person that, like, from an audience perspective, I was a part of some commentary Discord servers back in 2022, and let's just say this, some drama went down. I just left, and it was
yeah. Sometimes you
perfect.
just leave. It's just you gotta fuck off. Sometimes you fuck off, and it's like that's it. Like, what can you do? I don't know, but it's I don't know. I think a lot of it is just like we all make mistakes, including
We
me.
do. I make mistakes.
And
We're trying to
I
make
could,
mistakes.
I make mistakes all the time.
like you guys, if you guys want content, there's the whole initial
Hmm.
stream when Ralph talked to Medicare Matt, what the fuck's his name, Matt,
Oh,
Mr.
Matt
Boulder
Funny
Jarbo was
King,
Matt.
moderating. Yeah,
Matt
I saw that.
Jarbo, yeah, yeah. I was just seeing that live. That was crazy. Like, I mean, when he had a fight with Gator, I thought that was nuts because I thought Gator would always be like there, but even Gator was like, I can't handle this.
Even Gator
Like
was
I
not.
don't know. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
nuts. Like all of that, I was like seeing that as it happened, and I'm just like, damn, man, can it get any worse for
Dude,
everybody?
I
Like,
had to stop watching Gator back in like 2020 because Gator was just so fucking ridiculous about the mask mandate. It's like this dude was willing to get into fights over having to wear a mask for like 5 seconds to go into a restaurant and go sit outside. Remember that?
well, I mean, he says that, but he wouldn't fight anybody. Like I remember him. I remember him like the whole. You know about him and his co-host, his former co-host. I think I don't know if she still does it.
No, she doesn't do
Some
it.
oh,
She's
like
by
anime
herself.
girl. Yeah,
I don't like his
so yeah,
VTuber
there is this
show.
anime girl or anime e girl, whatever the fuck you call them, named Spooky Weep Trash.
Oh yes, I
And
heard of her.
yeah, and the funny thing is, like, there's a whole thing about him and Gator. Gator wanted to hit that, and then obviously now it's not gonna happen. And then they
Didn't
like
Flamenco want to
basically
hit too?
what was that?
Didn't Flamenco want to hit too? Because I know
I
Flamenco
mean,
was like
Flamenco
talking
wants to
about
hit.
him.
Flamenco's a disgusting fucking degenerate. He wants to fuck like horse boys
Dude,
or
he wants to
whatever.
fuck
Like,
horse boys. He
I thought
wants to
that was
fuck like
In
little.
Bosch.
fact, I also seen a
no,
seen
no,
a
Boy
leaked
Soprano or whatever. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
think I
Like
seen a
whatever.
leaked photo of Flamenco wearing like blue hair and like look
I
like a
bet.
shrew.
I also
The,
bet Flamenco wants to fuck Augie. Remember he tries to suck up to Augie and them.
yeah. But anyway, so the thing I'm fucking talking about, the funny thing about
Why am I
Gator was
cutting out?
that
Why is everyone cutting out?
Oh no, just ignore chat. Anyways, continue, Ian, because I have it on my
um
computer.
yeah, so basically Gator was like for like a year or two or more maybe doing a show with this girl, like whatever the fuck Boomer's anime podcast, I don't know, some gay shit like that.
Oh,
Oh
And then
God.
they finally met up at a convention, but she brought her
hey,
boyfriend, right?
hey,
And then
Fielder, I don't mean to interrupt, but can you
basically
turn
it
up my
was so
volume?
awkward. It was so awkward that like they kind of just stopped talking to each other because
Yeah.
like he expected something to come out of it, and obviously it did not, and it was just so obvious that like he had a thing for her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was funny and then they were like, "Oh, embarrassed." Ralph had laps with that too. It was kind of funny because like Gator, I never really liked Gator. I thought he was weird, and
Me
I'm just
neither.
like, even when I watched Ralph's show back in the day, like I
Hey,
don't give a fuck about
hey,
anime.
Silver, can you turn up my audio? Because
Yeah, I
people.
did.
All right, cool. Thank you.
And
Hopefully
I
that's
don't
better
hate
still.
anime, but I think I
Yeah.
don't know. A lot of it's degenerate, and I don't watch it anymore. I used to
Yeah.
watch it when I
Okay.
was in high school.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like I feel like that whole anime shit. It's like I feel like Gator's just a weird. Like I never really liked Gator because of the whole like
I,
VTuber stuff. Not because he's like a VTuber. It's because like he would just talk about weird shit publicly.
you know
And
what I
I
like
thought
about
the whole
Gator? Gator looks like a more methed out version of Joe Exotic from Tiger King.
not
Yeah, but
only
a
that,
lot
but like
fatter. If he was
And
on meth,
fatter.
he'd be like skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, if he was like on meth, if he was on meth, unlike the fucking Tiger King dude, and he was living in a van instead of living on his tiger from
Jesus. I
all
don't
right,
know. Like,
audio's
there's so
better.
many characters that it's crazy. There was a chick that like was involved for a little bit, had her own website where people would go on. She got like hacked. Her Minecraft server her got hacked, which got her computer hacked. And then
Damn.
she had nudes leaked out of her, and it was Claire. There was like, and I didn't even when that was happening, I wasn't even really paying attention, but I kind of heard a lot of it. And I'm like, how do you run a website off of a computer, and a Minecraft server? Like, why would you do that? Like, it was so easy to get her hacked. Chud buds, yeah, it was such a stupid. I knew that was gonna implode, and when I was like, why would I make a Chud buds account? That's so sketch. Like, this chick was like some random bitch, not even like a computer bitch. She was just some chick that was like, I'll do it off my
Yeah.
computer, and what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Gets hacked on Minecraft. Like, Minecraft was the
How do
reason
you
her
get
computer got
hacked?
hacked.
How do you get hacked on
Like,
fucking Minecraft so
it was
easily?
Minecraft. It was Minecraft. I'm like, why are you playing Minecraft? I mean, I don't know, whatever. Like, fuck Minecraft. I don't know.
Oh, fuck you! I like Minecraft.
I mean, like the community is people like I said, I
No,
had
the
it too.
community is pretty fucked.
I played it when it came out, and I just and then there
Dude,
was a little bit of that too. They talked about the sector, talked about like the Minecraft pedos and all that at some point. That was
there's
kind
so
of a
many of
thing.
them. Like I
I don't
remember
even
they.
play Minecraft
That's the
anymore.
crazy thing, because like before I knew that, I thought Smash community was the pedo one, and then like
No, it's
Minecraft
Minecraft.
community. Minecraft's like a bigger pedo community now than
Dude,
Smash is, and I'm like, that's
it's always
nuts.
been like that. I remember back in like the early like Drama Alert days, and they're talking about that line maker guy.
Yeah, he was
Pedophiles
just
are
one.
among
He was just one of them though. But then like he was like the big one, and then like I think a lot of them got called out too at like the next year or so. Like
Yeah,
I'm like, I
man.
don't know who the fuck that is. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who this.
Yeah.
It's nuts. There's so much to go into. You know what though? We should do like you guys should talk about like anything paranormal or whatever, like stuff like that. That's something that I feel like I want to do in an IRL
Mm,
stream is go
same here.
because like Andy recorded that whole thing that they never released, and I'm like that was such a good idea, but
Dude,
obviously like they were breaking laws and
when I
you
was
know
a
Damn it! Why is
kid,
everyone cutting out on my end? Is there something
I
wrong
don't
with my
know, but
computer?
I don't know, but no one's cutting out on my end or the stream's end. It's probably
yeah,
your end.
it's probably your I've checked
Yeah, oh
the
yeah, I
chat.
know it's my end. I know it's my end.
All
Yeah,
right, but
My
anyways.
computer's still
All right, well,
starting
by the
up
way,
and
we're
shit.
live. We're live, by the way, Glitch.
I
Anyways.
you know another thing I used to be involved in terms of just like as a viewer was like ARGs, like ARGs. You guys know about
Oh
those?
yeah, I love those, man.
I love
ARGs, like
those.
analog
Oh
horror,
man,
YouTube.
those are just good.
yeah,
I was more into like do you remember like
When
20
is my computer
what
getting
was it like 2017 we had like Corpse Husband, we had all these like stories like I was going on the deep web at like 12 in the morning and then I found a monkey site. Dun, dun, you know, like the fucking music plays in
yeah,
the
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got obsessed with those, man. I love the stories. I love the way that those were, you know, those were like the shit, dude.
Yeah, the deep web stuff. I used to watch that too back in like 2013. Like the deep web stuff goes way back then.
Oh yeah.
And I knew a guy in real life, and I told him, "Don't do it. This is probably a dumb
Oh, that's
idea."
better.
He's like, I'm gonna buy some drugs off the internet. I'm
Yeah,
like,
have
that
fun with
sounds
that.
so stupid.
Let me
And this
guess.
was like,
The
this was
FBI came and knocked on
post.
his door.
No. Luckily for him, no. Which is what I told him. Don't text me. And
Don't talk to
like,
me
don't
again.
don't talk to me. I
That's a
don't
good.
know you. No, but he was a friend. Like, he was actually cool. And I just lost contact with him because I met him at a job I used to have when I was a lot younger, and I stopped working there. But
I have a similar experience. I met a friend in IRL, and he like hooked me up with this guy. He's like, "Yeah, I can get you on the deep web," and I'm like, "Okay." And then he taught me the basics of Java coding, and then he taught me how to go on the dark web, and then he went missing. So
I mean, it's not no, but it's like nuts. Like you just gotta get Tor. I don't know if there's other things other than Tor, but
no,
so
I'm
when
not going at it
he
in the
he told
Ravencast. This
me.
is not the
So
stuff to go on the deep web cast.
this was like 2015, maybe 2014. I don't know. I can't remember when I was working there. It was so long ago. It feels like. But he bought
Really?
like at the equivalent of $50 of Bitcoin. So whatever $50 of Bitcoin was like 10 years ago, he bought it and then he used that to pay for like drugs. And I'm like, you're stupid. Don't do that. And he got like pills, and it actually worked. And I'm like,
Guys,
dude,
sorry,
that
I'm
could
gonna
have
have to
been.
leave because for
All right,
whatever
you
Yeah,
take
reason,
yeah.
care,
my
Blake.
computer's being a piece of shit right
All
now.
right, you take
Bye.
care. All right.
All right. So
Sorry
yeah,
about
he
that.
bought like I think he bought like perks, and I and
55,000
I
milliseconds.
All right, glitch.
I don't know. He bought it, and I told him that's his dumb thing. Why do you want that? Like he didn't even he wasn't even like he did drugs, but he didn't drink. That was so weird.
What
Making
kind
a
of
guy
drugs
that
were they?
it was Percocets, like perks,
What a
pills.
fucking idiot.
And then like he
Percocet.
did one of them, and he was like, it worked, but he was like, this is I just feel sleepy. I'm like, because it kind of knocks you out. I don't know. I think that's what it's
That's what it's
supposed to
supposed to
do.
do. It's like knocks
I
you
would
out, fucking puts
never
you out.
get shit like that. I mean, that's
You know,
fucked.
I'm like, first of all, I'm like, it could have been poison in the fucking thing, and I'm
Dude,
like,
it
why?
could have been
I wouldn't
fentanyl.
know. And then you know what he did? He spent $50. I don't know how many pills they gave him, and then he just took the one and he threw out the rest. And I'm like, no,
You
see,
just
I'm like,
wasted like $50 and almost got the cops on. You almost got the fucking
that
feds on your ass.
he could have for all we know. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, because he used Bitcoin to pay, and I'm like, that could be a honeypot or whatever for like drugs.
Oh yeah.
And
Technically, you are legally allowed to view those websites like a normal website. It's just if you make any purchase or do any interaction in that form, then you're
yeah,
considered a criminal.
yeah, that's a crime. Yeah, I know. And I told him, I'm
Yeah.
like, he didn't
Well, I'm just
care.
saying that for our viewers that might be considering going on the deep web and buying drugs.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't
don't
do
go to
that.
the deep web at all. I'm just gonna say that because the deep web is shady, and if you go to the deep web and something happens, that's kind of your fault.
Yeah, that's how
we
you end up.
already.
That's how you end up on those creepy channels, deep
Just
web
so you know,
stories where you get raped.
deep web and dark web are completely different.
But I
Deep
thought you were
web.
done. Bro.
Well, I mean, they're just. I mean, to be honest, they're the same thing. They're just different vernaculars.
Well, I think
I've heard
the
people call
deep
it both.
web. I think the deep web is like just
Yeah.
websites outside of Google.
Try
And
checking
Yeah.
DMs.
I mean, dark
All
web.
right.
I guess if you want to use that as like the illegal stuff, I guess yeah, then it's different. But I've heard people say both of those things. Honestly, it's gay. Regardless, it's anything off of Google. It can consider. It's like it could be considered any of those.
right.
But I did remember back in the day. I remember Mutahard doing videos when he was
Yeah,
doing
that's
videos
kind
about
of
it.
like. I
Yeah.
mean, I was like circa 2017, circa 2016 was when I was going through the deep web shit, and then I went on at one time, and I said, no, I'm getting off this.
I I I don't know how like to be honest when I did it I didn't even find anything that interesting. Like the most interesting thing I found was some guy like writing a schizo journal.
Yeah.
Like he had a website where he just wrote like crazy shit like it's like oh
I
I ate a jelly bean at
I ate a
3:45
jelly
p.m.
bean
and
that
then
day.
yeah and I'm like okay a single jelly bean all right
Dude, that's why I enjoyed like Corpse Husband. Like I was gonna do a similar thing to like Ravencast back in 2022. We were gonna call ourselves the Dark Ones. We are gonna cover like horror shit and the like dark web stories. That shit fell through pretty quickly because I had two people. One guy who owned the server was on board helping me with it, and then the other guy was just a dick who wanted to be a part of it but didn't want to do any of the work.
yeah
So we had a
I
falling out.
mean that sucks.
Eh. It never happened, so there's nothing really there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like, you know what I always wanted to. This was something that I wanted to get into until like I forgot what they're called. So you guys know what a dead drop is?
No, what is that?
So it's a term basically where people like leave something in a random place and it's like meant to be picked up because it's like basically like dead drop can be used for legal stuff or legal stuff. So basically, dead drop in a legal sense would be like someone placing drugs like underneath a male, like a
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I've heard of this.
we'll guess later. Yeah, that's okay. So that's what a dead drop is like in terms of it could be anything. So people, there was like a time I forgot when this became a thing, but there's a time where people go on these apps and would place dead drop somewhere and you have to find it, and it could be anything like bad or good. And they even had apps for it, and then like the rule was you had to put something also in there obviously for the next
Oh,
person to
so it's
find
like a
it,
value
like you know
thing,
what I mean,
right?
because it was like
Okay, so
basically
it's
like
like,
treasure. It was like treasure hunting. Yeah, it was treasure
yeah,
hunting, but it
so
was
like
like
if someone put
urban
a bag
verse
of
like version of it, you know.
yeah, so it's like if someone put like I don't know, like a bag of quarters, like you would drop something else
Yeah.
there, like a bag of
Yeah,
dailies or
yeah. Like
something.
what it could be whatever. It could be whatever, obviously. And
That's kind
I
of a
wanted to
cool
get into
system.
that. That is cool. I forget there's a term for it. I don't know what I mean, dead drops is kind of what it is, but
Lost and found.
there's a term for it. I forgot. But when I got into it, like, because I used to watch people do that on like on YouTube,
Yeah.
and then like the week after, I'm like, I'm gonna download the app. Fucking some guy, some kids, like some like teenagers or whatever. I don't know if they were adults. They might have been like 18. These three like four kids found a dead body like near it in a bag, like
Yeah.
in a garbage bag. And I'm like, I think I'm just gonna keep watching because like people would find stuff like random shit, and then they found like a body in a garbage bag, and they weren't even looking for it. They were looking for the dead drop, and that's how I heard about it. And I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do that now. I don't want to see anything gross
Yeah,
or
it's
dead.
like that's something that I don't know, man. I've
It
always been
was. I
told
like that.
be
I thought that was
warious.
cool.
I've
Yeah, I
always
mean,
been
I
told to be
like
careful.
this crazy shit, creepy shit. Like, I just don't like getting involved in it. I like to watch it. That's something I like a little bit more than the sector a
Oh yeah.
lot when I had a lot more time
Yeah.
to surf.
Like watching it is so much fun,
Because
but
like
getting
you could find that
involved in
stuff
it
in
is
like
the most
yeah,
gayest arguments you hear.
Most, yeah, it's just you might
yeah,
as well. Like I used to watch creepypasta content back in like 2018 about like calling, like when they used to when the calling like creepy phone numbers and all that shit was active. I used to watch a lot of
Oh
that
yeah, I
content.
forgot. Like you're younger than me, Triton. Like I was dude, I was getting into the creepypasta shit like 2013, circa 2014.
yeah. That's when it started. I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
was in
but
it right when
no
it
offense,
started.
Trey, but by the time it was like 2018, it was so cringe already. For like what I was
Yeah.
doing was basically I was watching videos. People like there would be like people that make documentary videos on 4chan, and they would like show like actual like searches for like crimes and shit, and then people would actually do it. People like in 4chan, what they would do is they would like, oh, go to this random location in the middle of nowhere where there's like a rusty ass shed. I'm sure you'll find something, and there was something in there, like basically like the real life version of creepypastas I was watching already by then. Because
Oh,
that was
hey
like
Nick, what's up?
creepypastas were like creepy stories or whatever,
Yeah.
but then people started doing that in real life. That's
Yeah.
like, and it was. I'm like, hell no! You think I would go to this random? It was like a dirt road, like over. It was
Yo,
like in the deep south. Like it was like Resident Evil
oh
fucking
God.
7.
Yeah,
Like
no, when you're
it,
saying that, I'm just thinking of like Resident Evil. Like, no, I'm in the deep south, my friend. I'm just imagining like going down a Tennessee dirt road, and just like
yeah, in a rusty ass shed, you find some like finger
dude.
or whatever. Like,
When
and
I
there
was
was
a
like that was
kid,
all documented.
when
Oh
I
god.
was a kid, there was this old abandoned like barn that no one would go to, and all the neighborhood kids would go in there and like fuck around with it. And we had like rumors, like we made like I spread rumors that it was like haunted or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I miss that shit as a kid, especially when you're a kid and you're exploring stuff like that before the
Yeah.
internet.
Like, and that was like, yeah, because like I don't know how old you are, but I'm like 30 years old now.
You're
Like 30.
you're like I'm 23. I'm trying to
Okay,
And
like
I'm like,
18.
yeah.
so when I was a kid, people still went outside to play, right?
I still went
Like
outside and
outside.
play. Excuse me.
Well,
I
I
still
mean,
went outside
okay.
to
Well,
play.
you didn't have your fucking phone. There was no fucking smartphone when I was a
No, the
kid.
only
Like
thing that I
smartphones.
had when I didn't have a smartphone when I was a kid. All we had was the family computer.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we all
to be
had. I had a Windows 98 too, bro. Like I know. But anyways, so when I was a kid, I was like 10 years old, and I lived. I lived. This was like when I used to live in New York City, and when I was 10 years old, and my parents didn't have a house yet. They got a house when I was like a teenager. So when I was a kid, I lived in a building, an apartment building, and it had a courtyard and a garden.
Yeah.
Or like it was like it's like it was pretty nice. It was in
Did
whatever.
your parents end up going to like state New York, like the state side of it, or they just move out of the state entirely?
No. They just got a house in the city. My
Wait,
dad was like a businessman.
you
He
can
was
get houses
successful.
in the city?
Yeah, in the five boroughs. There's
Oh,
places. Yeah, yeah.
I,
I'm not gonna say where, but I
yeah,
mean,
I
yeah,
know,
he
but I
had
mean,
a
like, I've never been to New York, so I don't know. That's why I was like curious, because like I
New
have
York
like,
City.
because
Yeah, I lived in New York City.
all my friends who've lived in New York, they either like they're either living out in the countryside of New York, or they're like or they're
Well, no, because like, yeah, a lot of people I knew growing up didn't like. They lived in apartments still. It was
Mark.
like, yeah, you had to have money to live in a house.
Oh yeah.
To get a house, and in a nice area too. Because if you had a house in a shitty area, like in a shitty part of Brooklyn, yeah, fuck that.
Brooklyn.
Anyways, so when I was like 10 years old, we played in the courtyard, right? Whatever, I don't know, whatever. And then we would climb over this black fence, like like not like a chain link fence, like
But you're talking
you ever
about like
like
the
those bars, like
yeah the
black
bar
bars, iron
yeah.
bars. Yeah, yeah. So you have to climb it. Obviously, be careful at the top because it's pointy, but it wasn't like barbed wire. So
No.
we would climb over it to go to the garden because you weren't allowed to go in the garden. There was a
Yeah.
fence for that reason, and it was nice. There was trees in there. It looked like a little forest, which is kind of nuts because in New York City you don't really expect that much green in certain places. So the building and the courtyard would all be bricks. Like the buildings were bricks, the courtyard was bricks. But then you go over the fence, and we used to go in there, just walk around. We found back in those days. This is a little bit before your time. Back in those days, people still had to go print out their photos, Kodak.
I remember that. I used to have to do that.
Yeah,
You act
yeah. Okay,
like
so
you
you're
act
not
like I'm
that
like
younger than me, but you know.
Gen Z, like a later Gen Z kid, man. I remember I still actually have one of those old like film ones you buy for vacations, and you had to get them printed out. I still
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one.
So now, I mean, you can still do that now, but back then you would have to
Oh,
go
but
to
back
like
then I remember you go to see our local place was CBS.
yeah, and that's always now. That's where you would get it, or
Yeah,
like at a fucking office.
speaking about those Kodak machines, I watched a video where a guy was like restoring one and getting one to work from like the early '90s.
Oh, that's cool. But anyways,
Yeah.
so we found one. We found a ripped up picture, and it was like in pieces. It was in pieces, and we took it because it like in the back of the pictures would be like a white paper, right? Not the
Yeah.
picture itself. So we see like what is that little white stuff on the ground? Everything else is green, so it kind of stands out. We pull it up. We get all the pieces and then we put it together, and I swear to God, it looks like a dead body, like a picture of a dead body. So we immediately freaked the fuck out. We left that shit there. We're like, and I'm like, we panicked. We started making rumors like there's a killer in one of these buildings because it was not just one building. It'd be like 4 sections of a building. So, and we freaked the fuck out. We never went in the garden again like that because we used to go in there all the time. And then we just stayed in the courtyard. We never went in the garden.
So
And we found like a ripped up picture of a dead body, I think. And I'm like,
my
it was
media
horrible.
references to that. So you had like a JoJo Part 5 moment, and they discovered the killer.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, I guess
JoJo's
it's like
Bizarre
it
Adventures?
was like to me it was like the beginning of a Law and Order episode, but instead of finding the dead body, we found the dead picture of a body, like.
Oh, yeah, Nick DM'd me something to share. He DM'd me and said that when he was 17, he found a video of this fat guy shoving a dead rat up his ass when he was 17. But
No,
Liz
I mean
said he watched that when he was
that's
17 on 4chan.
Jesus. Oh well, see that's the thing. Not like you see that stuff on 4chan now, but like
Oh, yeah.
imagine pre-internet. This was before 4chan even existed.
Dude,
Like
I mean, and
like
in New
you
York
just
too. Like, shit. Did
yeah.
you ever tell your parents about this, or were you like, we're taking this to
No,
our
no,
graves?
we kept it silent. We didn't tell anybody. We just like we pretended like because one we weren't supposed to go in there. Like
Yeah.
we weren't supposed to go in there because it was against like the building's rules, and then our parents would be like, "You break the rules, you get in trouble."
Yeah.
So we basically just kept it to ourselves, and we just stayed in the courtyard. And I was just like, we came up with like a theory, like, oh, we were saying it was the chicken man. I don't even know why
The
somebody said it
chicken
was the
man.
chicken. It was the chicken man. And then, because I think that rumor already existed of some guy that killed people or killed chickens and people.
That
So we
probably
just,
sounded like something that you heard in school. You ever seen the movie Stand By Me? Where you like the kids and
yeah,
they're like
yeah.
going to go look at the dead bodies? So your version was looking at a fucking photo with the.
See, that was way before my time, but like we just found a picture. We didn't find a dead body, but it was still freaky because it's like you don't expect that in a peaceful garden, like where there's just trees and
You got
bushes and like
trees and flowers. It's like
yes,
you ever seen Happy Tree Friends?
happy tree friends. No, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, all right. Well, it's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon. It starts off all cute and innocent, like a cartoon, then it gets all bloody and like gory. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking of.
and we found like another cool thing. We found swords once, like in the other side, and then
Ooh.
it was like a dual sword thing. So it was two like
Mm.
scimitar. I kept one, and the other friend kept one. That was pretty cool. I don't know why somebody would throw that away. It was like not broken or anything. It was just like okay, it was just like a
Maybe they're
brass golden color sword. I don't know.
maybe they were like in one of those like Broadway like stage plays or something, and they got rid of them.
I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't like it definitely was something like it was not like a like a battle ready sword. It was like probably decoration or something. I don't know. Somebody just threw it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, then like I knew a guy. I met a stunt guy. He lived in the building. He actually works in Hollywood, or he did. He's probably old now as fuck. He was
Yeah.
like a stunt double, and he was like in some of the movies. He was cool. He was a cool guy. He was like basically like a white guy that was like Jackie Chan.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, he was cool. And then yeah, there's some other stuff about the building stuff. Like I remember at the top of the same building, I saw 9/11 happen, which
Oh,
was crazy. Yeah, so I
damn.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I was in school when it happened, and our school can see the building, or did obviously.
Oh,
And
dude, that must have been
we
fucking
I was the
crazy.
first one to spot it. I'm like, why is the building on fire? There's smoke because you can see
Shit.
just smoke on it. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We and then the next thing we know, like 10 minutes after it happened, I think like the PA speaker
Oh,
was like
no.
telling the teachers all the teachers left the classrooms, and then they just left us alone for like a few minutes, and then they
Shit.
were like, we're gonna send you guys home. And I'm like, what? It's like
My
only like 1 hour. It was like 1 hour into school or something like that. It was
my
crazy.
uncle was working at a movie theater and he was in high school, right? So like
Mhm.
my uncle was going to his job and like he was getting the movie theater open for the day because he had like a work exit thing where he'd like leave like after an hour of school or something and then go to his
Yeah.
job. He said that like he went there and they had to like they were all like sitting in the break room watching it on the television like in their break room and then my
Yeah, yeah. It was nuts. I
one of my
saw it for a little bit, and then my dad. The thing is, my dad worked in Canal Street, which wasn't that
mm,
far, and I'm lucky he left because a lot of people that
dude,
stayed,
my
they
like
end up they got
friend's
cancer.
mom. Holy shit. My
Yeah,
friends, like I don't want to say who, but like one of my Discord friends, his mom, she was a survivor, dude. Like she like survived the blast barely. Like my friend always tells me how like every year he always like celebrates the fact that he's glad to have his mother still to this day, which is just crazy. I was like a my mom said I was like a fetus. She still had me in her like I was still in my mom's stomach and then I was born in January of like 2002. So
I
like
don't know. Yeah,
I
I
was
was.
born like I'm a post 9/11 baby personally.
Yeah, you're post 9/11. It was kind of nuts. My dad was fine, but a lot of people that stayed, they ended up getting cancer because of the building collapsing. All that dust
Yeah,
and shit. So
I
he
heard about
left.
And
that.
all
He
the
told me he's
debris.
like he had to walk on the Brooklyn Bridge, and then like there was like thousands of people just leaving like on that bridge, like to walk to Queens or Brooklyn or whatever. And it was nuts. It
Yeah.
was like pandemonium, and then the building fell, and he can hear it and he can see it from like a distance falling, and he was like,
I
"Oh
think that's
no!"
what one of my favorite bands called My Chemical Romance. That's how I got started.
All
The
right,
guy.
well, I do have to cut it now. I'm already past the hour I was supposed to be on only for half
Oh
an hour.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it,
man. I mean, but thanks for
I
giving us an hour of a show. That was great.
yeah,
Like, I
no, yeah.
appreciate
I'll,
that.
I'll call in again. Don't worry. I like you guys. You guys keep it up. It was nice talking to you.
Nice
Yeah,
talking
thanks
to
for
you
And
coming
too.
on,
and in
homie.
terms for my content stuff, I am gonna get to it. Some of it today actually when I get back and eat, and then hopefully when I have more time I can just release it. Because like I
Yeah.
said, it's like Sundays are usually on my day off, and I got other things going on in my real life, so it's like I can't give like any more. Like COVID days, I used to give all my attention to it because like I didn't have like I had a job
You had
still and
nothing
all
to
that.
do.
I
Oh,
had
dude.
nothing to do. I had and like
Yeah.
even after COVID, during post COVID, when you had to have like a
Yeah.
passport or whatever, not the vaccine passport thing, or the vaccine card, I didn't get it, so I couldn't do anything in public besides going like walking around the street. Like I couldn't go into restaurants,
Uh,
and it would
you
suck. It was
see,
gay.
that was weird here because like they didn't make it mandatory. They just want like whether you had it or not. Like they like the South was kind of like fuck that shit. We're not doing that.
No, I know.
Oh, they made it
I was in New
mandatory in
York, but
But
Florida.
I still
Like,
got
I
oh yeah, you were in New York. So but you see
yeah,
for me it was like I was an essential worker, right? Cuz like I was working for like a school system at the time, right?
yeah.
yeah.
I got some stories actually. I can tell you guys some COVID stories because I was lucky and well, I was also essential, and I was working for my dad's business, and at the time, and there was a time in New York, and I wish I recorded. I wish I had like footage of it, but like my main thing was just working and not getting sick. But there was like a two weeks to a month where no one was allowed to leave their building or house or whatever unless they were essential.
Oh
And we were
man.
given out I was given out like a special paper thing. Basically, if I got pulled over by the cops because I was supposed to be outside going to work or whatever, like because I drove to
See.
work, right? And if I got
Yeah.
pulled over, I just say, "Hey, listen, fucker, I'm going to work. Leave me alone. Fuck off," right? And they would not bother you. But there was like 2 3 weeks where nobody came out of their house, and it was like if you guys ever seen I Am Legend, like the beginning of it, when they're just like Will Smith's like walking around, but like desolate New York. It's kind of like that. It was kind of like that feeling. It was so quiet. It was quiet. There was like I could park my vehicle in the middle of the street, and obviously I worked outside too. So I got to like be out there the whole time, and nobody would be out there. It'd be nice. I could just literally leave my car open, and then just like it was awesome those 2 weeks. And then like the best part about it was when I would go to work at like 7 in the morning. It would take me with traffic or not, right? It would take me two highway exits to
Right.
get from where I live to my job.
For me, I was
Wait, hold on. I'm
sorry.
almost done. Almost done. Sorry. So New York City traffic, two highway exits is not a lot of distance in terms of the South, right? Like two highways exits, you can drive
Yeah.
through it like in 2 minutes. Here with traffic, it take like 35 minutes.
Heck
Without
yeah.
traffic, it take like 15, right? So
Yeah.
when there was no one on these like weeks, I was driving that highway, no one on it at all, at 7 in the morning in New York City, like 90 miles an hour. And I used to get to work like in 5 minutes. And it was so cool, dude. I felt bad for people, but at the same time, like, dude, I feel special. I'm driving 90 miles an hour in New York City, like on a highway. And it was so cool. It was it sucked because people couldn't go out,
Yeah.
but I could because it was my job. And
For
yeah,
me, yeah,
yeah,
for me, I was working at my mom's business, right? And like luckily I still had like work we had still had work coming in. We had this one office building where they weren't open, but like there was someone we knew in our family. They're like, "Can you please come in and keep it clean for me?" And so when we get back to work, it's gonna be, a clean environment. So I was just working like once a week there, and I still had some work, but I was a junior in high school, dude. I was mainly focused on getting my credits caught up so I could graduate the next year and get into this college work program that I wanted to get into. Well, you gotta go. We've been holding you off way too long.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
I do. I
appreciate
can
you
keep
coming out.
going. I can keep going, and it's like we can talk about so much things, even
Hey, but you gotta
sector,
go get some
non-sector.
food though, right? Like you gotta go do other
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, no, yeah. The missus is getting hungry too, probably, and I'm also kind of hungry.
Yeah,
And then I
man.
gotta go
Well,
take care of something
Yeah.
else.
I
But
appreciate you
like,
coming on. Thanks for coming
yeah.
on to the Ravencast,
Yeah.
bro.
No,
Thanks for
thank you
coming
guys.
on.
Trident. Thanks to Silver Knight. Cool
Oh,
name.
dude.
You know? So
Yeah, that's my name, Silver Knight.
I'll come on another time. I'll call in whatever. Like I said, I like you guys. You guys are trying to be original. You guys are trying to do your thing, and you
I don't
guys are
want to be
doing a good
fake,
job. Just
unlike
keep
some
doing what you're
e-horse.
doing.
Wait, what?
I said I
Who's
don't
the
want to be
horse?
fake like some e-horse we know.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I saw she looks kind of mid. I'm surprised anybody's giving
Bro,
her
she
money on
is
hold.
mid. She's mid as fuck.
Like I was like I saw first of all, is she Jewish? Because her nose was pretty big.
No,
I'm
she's
not
not
trying to be
Jewish.
mean.
She's
Her,
Canadian. She's like a leftist Canadian,
She's
but I
like a
don't think
leftist
she's Jewish.
Canadian.
so she's vaxxed. That's
She's a
just the result
Canadian
that
e-girl, you know.
she's definitely vaxxed. She's definitely vaxxed. But all right, I'll talk to you guys later. It was nice having me
See you,
on.
dog.
Thank you.
All
All right, see ya.
right. So yeah, that was good having him on. Which we'll get. Do you want to continue to stream till 8:30? Because you said you wanted to kind of get into the wings thing a little bit, talk about that.
Yeah, let's get on to that before we get off here.
Yeah,
So
but
moving.
I just want to say Ian was a really good interview. He told a lot of good stories, and I can't wait
It's
to
good, man.
Yeah, he was really good, and he shared about a lot of stuff in the sector that I didn't really know. So let's get into our other topic. Local Live, the most fakest bullshit ever about how the Wings thing, of how Wings hit his wife, literally on camera, and yeah. What's your thing on it, Silver?
Okay. So I need to kind of correct you on that. So what happened was they were doing this fat camp thing where basically
Mhm.
like Keemstar has the most mentally unhinged people on the internet stay in a cabin for 2 weeks. It's like Big
Oh yeah.
Brother and Fish Tank were together, but worse. That's how I would describe it. So like if you don't know, Locale is a scripted live show. We had somebody that shall not be speaking again. Who used to be on there. Anyways, the show is pretty much faked. Keem's got like 10 million shows, and they do the same plot every single week. Someone's gonna get fired. Someone's gonna get in trouble. Someone's gonna do this. Someone's gonna do that. It's the same thing over and over again between each of these shows. Well, anyways, they were doing a lot. They were doing Locale Live. Boogie like attempted to attack Keemstar, air quotes, because it looked like it was like the most satisfied I've ever seen. Then he body slams his wife. Like I'm talking like bam, full force on the table. Like you could see her hit that table so hard. Well, then after that, they decide, hey, Wings, you're gonna have to go home. We don't want you here. His wife was walking around crying. She was upset about some. Ah, fuck. Trident, you there?
Yeah, hold on. I have to. Well, you can
Alright.
still keep going.
Yeah, so my personal opinion, whether it's fake or not that he was meant to hit his wife, I still think it's fucked up because I don't care what they attack us for this, but Wings has had multiple times where he is um where he has been like emotionally and physically abusive towards his wife Kelly. Now,
I'm back. Let's start.
in my personal fucking opinion, I was just saying to the viewers how Wings has been emotionally and physically abusive towards her. So whether this was a scripted locale thing or not, I still don't like the fact that there's patterns of him doing this shit. They've been together for 7 years.
Yeah. And not only just that, but the fact, like, let's say it is scripted, it's just like, why even script something like that? It's just saying, like, it's funny. And, like, 'cause that's the thing, it's like, this is going to forever hurt Lowcat. Like, the fake cancer thing hurt them because a lot of people don't like that Boogie's still on the show, even though he faked cancer. It doesn't matter if it was for a low-cal script or not. It's still not good to fake cancer or fake beating your wife or doing all this fucking stupid shit just for the clicks and not get canceled for it, because the commentary community would cancel anyone else if they did something like that. In fact, people bitch about Dick Masterson and Vito and biggest problem faking beef when all they do is just fake fights, like fake
Also,
fist fights, and
let's
that's
also bring
horrible.
this up too. If they seriously let Wings back on, like I would be so fucking pissed because like whether it's fake or not, I still don't think you should have a wife beater on your fucking show.
Yeah, and not only that, it's
Yeah.
like he shouldn't get a pass because that's the thing. If this was someone Keemstar didn't like, he'd more
He
fag
would have went
about it.
after that guy. He would have
Because
sent the whole sector after this guy, you know? But no, because Wings is making him so much fucking money with the local brand shit that he wants to keep him around like a little puppet, you know?
yeah, it's because that's the thing. Keem, like, I'm gonna be honest. Keem needs these fat guys. Like, Keem may treat him like shit and may think they're below them, but he needs them because without them, he's nothing. Because if he didn't need them, why couldn't he just continue Drummer Alert? Like, he could have continued Drummer Alert until the day he died. Like Ethan Ralph, like at least with someone like Ethan Ralph, he's continuing the kill stream till the day he dies. He's not like changing up shit like Keemstar does, going project to project to project. It's like he needs these two guys. The Locale universe and Locale Live is all Keem has left now. Because Drama Alert didn't work out, Beta didn't work out, all these other shows didn't work out. His Call of Duty
Well,
thing
to
is
be
dead. Like,
fair, like everything Keemstar does either works out or he gets out of it in a pretty. To be quite honest, Drumlert was the only thing that worked out, and the only reason why it didn't, because he didn't want to change formats, and so he ended up just putting it on different platforms where he's not making that much. Like I don't know how much he's making off Snapchat doing Drumlert or anything else, but I'm surprised he's making money running 10 shows on YouTube.
but that's the
Like
thing. It's like I don't think he makes that much because I
Oh,
don't
oh
hear.
yeah. Also, let's bring this up too. At Fat Camp Trident, like he was bitching because when they first launched their shirts, they only made 5 of them. These were $90 hoodies with the fucking AI cow slapped on it.
Like really?
Yes, 90 fucking dollars for a low cow jacket, a low cow hoodie, Medicare, every Augie, every other Boblax even. Who the fuck would want to buy $90 YouTube merch? It's not fucking Gucci
Nope.
quality. It's not, it's
If
not the
anyone
best
buys
quality.
that, if anyone buys that shit, you are so below retarded. Like I can't, like you can't be helped if you buy that
I
shit.
mean,
I'm just saying.
it's already bad enough people spend $10 a month just to join their Discord server. Like how, like that's so fucking stupid.
And as a man, like that's the thing. It's a lot of these people are men that do it too. And as a man, I would never give my money to someone like Keem because Keem doesn't give a fuck about you. In fact, that money he's just gonna take it and fucking spend it on dumb shit anyways. Like he ain't gonna like. You guys are just throwing money in fire at that point if you give money just to join a stupid Discord server. That's gonna, because that's the thing. The show's not gonna last forever. It's like, yeah, like that's the thing. Keemstar has good projects that go on for several years, but it's like he's known for the Drummer Alert guy. Drummer Alert is his best and only project that is gonna be like
Right.
made in history. Like Locale Live, everyone sees this as a joke, and once it's over, people aren't gonna talk about it like they talk about Drama Alert. 'Cause at least Drama Alert, and I don't like Keem, but I'll say this with Drama Alert, he actually succeeded with stuff. As Locale Live, what has Locale Live he achieved besides faking fake drama for clout? That's all he's
Nothing.
done is fake drama for clout. He hasn't achieved anything in internet history like Drama Alert has. He might as well just go back to doing Drama Alert full time.
Yeah.
Because this locale shit is just, and not only that, but it's just bringing all these nobodies around them that are making locale channels and trying to be
Dude,
like these idiots. And those people are
he's
just,
dragging people from his Discord. That's why like almost all of his like thought who shall not be named here was on his locale queen show because he needed people. He needed to fill seats, and she was
mhm.
just around at the time. And then she didn't work out. So what are we gonna do now? We're literally down to fucking like who do we even have now on Queens?
I
Tina,
don't.
Betty Boop for like the fucking 1,000th time that she quits and comes back in the storyline.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I hope people don't hate me for this. Well, actually, I don't give a fuck if they hate me or not. But the only reason I don't watch Locale Queens because there's not a single bad bitch on there, and all the women on there are ugly. So I haven't tuned in since the first episode. Because there's like it's not really a single hot. Like if you're gonna make a Queens show, at
Okay.
least bring on attractive women.
Well, let's be honest here. They're not going to get attracted. The only like they tried that. They tried getting somewhat attracted women, and one of them was a crazy one that wanted to fuck her dad. The other one we should not speak about her in here.
Well, no, that the one we should not speak was not. They're not even attractive, and that other one talk. None of them are attractive. They're not my type. They're ugly as shit.
Yeah,
And,
and we know you're probably watching. If you're watching, hi. You know who you are.
no, but let's not bait into the response. But anyways, but yeah, Locale Queens just like if they at least like one. It doesn't have to be all because I understand like this community does like looks doesn't even matter, but at least bring on one attractive chick. Just one. That's all I ask.
Hey, Niff. How's it
Hey,
going?
Niff.
Hey, how y'all doing? Can you hear me all right?
Doing good. Just
still alive.
since Iron, like, because we had a whole show with Iron. Now we're just talking about some Locale Live shit. Just roasting Locale Live.
Yeah, we're just filling some time in.
Just feeling time. But the Iron show is actually good because he talks about a lot of crazy shit in the sector. A lot of crazy
still
stories.
streaming, right?
Jesus,
What?
yeah, we're still streaming.
Y'all, okay, cool. So what did y'all think about that fucking 4chan shit I found like decades ago?
Oh, of the fat guy shoving the rat in his ass. Oh my god.
Yeah, dead rat. Yeah, it was a dead fucking rat, dude.
Why does that remind me of that episode of like South Park with the hamster?
Hey, I bet you if Keemstar told Boogie and Wings to do that, they would do that for the
Dude,
content.
Bogey would do it,
Fucking
not
just
Wings.
holy
Well,
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do see where you're coming from. I think Wings would be like, I'm fucking done, but Boogie would do it for
Wings
sure.
would be like,
There's
I'm
no
out with
doubt
this
Boogie
shit.
would.
Look here, listen, Keem. I'm not putting that up my ass. Yes,
Yeah,
Keem, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
yeah.
I'll
Boogie would be the one doing it. Boogie would be like, I'll do it. I would love to do
I'll
it.
be crying about it too. Be like, ah.
Anyway,
You're not wrong.
I'm in
Dude.
the
I see
middle.
it right
I'm
on
in the
my
middle
head.
of a fucking giant ass storm that took out half the town's power, and currently in tornado watch. And I think the
Oh
sighting's
yeah,
dead.
it's
Are
affecting
you still
Glitch
at
too.
work?
Yeah, I'm on my
God,
last break.
God
I figured I'd
damn,
pop in
bro.
for my last break.
Are you gonna make it home safe? Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a kayak and I'm just gonna, row down the road.
You'll make it.
Do they have kayaks at Walmart?
Yeah, they do. Of course they
Oh
do.
shit.
They have inflatable ones too. Yep, there's some boats.
Hey, here's how I know Keem's watching. Like, imagine Keem does our idea like next week.
Oh no,
If he does something
no!
like that,
The next
that's
live
how you know
event.
he's watching.
If I see that the next live event, I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna say, "Damn, Keem, I know you were gonna take our ideas now."
He might actually be watching. It's writing it down right now. It's like, oh yeah,
Dude, we're
definitely
gonna see it. That's gonna
do
be like
that.
members only content, or it's gonna be like for when he does
Man,
the.
stop giving Keem advice. You're giving him advice. You're giving him what he wants. Man, Silver Knight's writing Locale
Oh
Live
my
right
god,
now.
I'm writing it, man. You know, I'm here just to like fucking ruin your show, Triton.
This
Like
is such
I'm
an
a hater.
autistic fucking
Yeah,
conversation.
you're the one. You're like you're on my show to write Locale Live. You're just scripting it on my show. How dare you?
All right,
Guys,
well,
how
we got a
trolling.
couple minutes left, Triton.
Yeah.
Alright,
You want to end?
so
Yeah, 5 more minutes at 8:30. We end. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nick, do you have any thoughts of what you heard Iron Tell or anything like that?
I didn't get to watch a whole lot of the stream because I am working and just
Yeah,
chilling. But
that's understandable.
yeah. Monday my gaming stream is gonna start up. It's gonna be 12 hours straight.
Yeah, I
Maybe
told
like
Silver about that off
3 or 4
air.
delight.
Yeah, you need to tell me about that because I'll join it because like I'll probably join it later on the stream when I get like
Oh,
off
I
from
It's
work.
like
could
1 to
be
1
around for most of it,
2 to 1.
but there might be parts of it where I gotta get off, and you can probably enjoy your soul. But like, I'll probably be on most of it, if not like try to be, because I might not have anything to
Titan,
do tomorrow. But if my IROs hit me up, I want to hang out with them. So that's the only.
you cool with the game tomorrow then? For the
What?
stream? Doing some magic on stream?
Yeah, I would love to do magic on stream. In fact, like if my computer doesn't work, I'd do it on my phone like last time. So yeah.
Is your computer gonna be able to
And
handle all
then,
that streaming, dude?
yeah, I got a full desktop, bro. Like I built it purely for this shit.
Yeah, I know. What I'm just saying.
I mean, are you
Sorry.
sure like the whole stream's gonna be like 12 hours long?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take in
Well,
like 2
okay.
or 3
Well,
breaks in
we have
between, but
you
that'll be
on
about it.
recording here. If he doesn't do a
It's
12-hour
gonna be
live
about
stream, y'all. Well, how about this?
nah. The only reason the last stream fucking died is because the cat jumped up on the desk while I went to go get a soda and had it on pause. Right, I was on break real quick, and then the cat jumped up on the desk and apparently like tapped the space bar, which automatically shut the stream down, which pissed me off.
Oh shit.
I never wanted a skinny cat in my life like I did that day.
Oh my god, you're
So
like
from now on, when I stream, I'm keeping the cat completely out of the fucking problem. The cat is going in the bedroom. That is it.
That's a good idea.
because you don't want that to happen
And I'm gonna
again.
keep, yeah, I'm gonna keep like a spray ball on my desk and just spray the
How about
fuck
the
out of it.
dog? Like, are you gonna keep the dog like dog in cage, or is the dog like fine?
He's gonna wander around. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Like, he won't in the
Yeah.
stream.
Nah, he won't. He don't even get up on the desk or nothing like that. He just chills
It's
in my
just,
lap.
it's just a
I
damn cat.
love I love my dog, but like 3 times of this interview, I had to get up, shut the door, reopen the door. I'm
Yeah,
like, come on,
mine.
man,
I
let's
can just
not
keep
do
him.
this to me.
If I have both pets in the room, then I can just shut the room because it's no problem. And then when I get up to get a soda, I just gotta make sure the cat's like out of the room to not fucking fuck shit up. That shit was wild. I can't believe the cat actually got up and turned off the fucking computer because she walked across the keyboard. I think.
Mm,
I mean, I
it's
could
pretty
have
crazy.
honestly, like, I probably what I could have done was just relaunch the stream, explain the situation, and been like, cool, but it's whatever. It's fun.
I think
I'm gonna
the thing you were
cover.
also tired that night too.
Yeah, I was exhausted by the time like the stream cut off. I was like already kind of drained because it was a long work week. I do have a plan for a couple topics Monday. Nothing serious, just kind of hanging out, talking about some funny little politics stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, like I mean, y'all already know Brian Kemp. He's a great character,
Mm-hmm.
and Senator Louisiana Senator John Kennedy is pretty fucking great. Like I got
And not only
options.
that, but also
Hey,
if
when you do that part, can you let me know? Because like Nitro would be the perfect person for that because he's from there.
all right, anyway, yeah.
Could get
But
some in.
also, Nick, I talked to that Castic King guy too that you told me to get on, and and after stream, I'm gonna get on call with him and talk to him
That'd be
to
cool.
see if
Alright.
he wants
I
to come
mean,
on. I'll come on for a segment tomorrow.
No, we have
if he
about a
can,
minute
that'd be
left.
cool.
So let's just do a quick plug. I want to give a huge shout out to Iron for coming on this episode. Also, a huge shout out to Glitch for showing up for a bit, even though he couldn't help us out with his subject. And also a huge shout out to our manager, Nif.
Yeah, huge shout out to Nick for helping, and also shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the people that came in, and shout out to Kill Kino Casino for helping us with the audio thing, letting us know
I
politely
don't.
instead of screaming at us like a dumb bitch. But we'll not get into that. But just thank you for the guys that have been respectful about the audio issue, which light one of this my audio being a little low and someone turning it up. And yeah,
Oh, I
also make
had to
sure
turn
you
you
hit the
down.
like button and make sure you subscribe and join the Discord and make sure
Join the
our
Discord.
stream starts tomorrow. The 12-hour stream. This Mayhem Monday starts 2 p.m. EST and it'll go till 2 a.m. EST.
Goodbye.
Also, Shaman was in chat, so shout out to Comedy Shaman.
Comedy
Oh, call me
Shaman.
Shaman. Wait, he's in chat. Hey, call me Shaman. Whenever
He was in
you
YouTube chat
can, DM
earlier.
me, please. I've been worrying about you, man. Shoot me a DM after stream.
Who?
One of our old friends, YouTube friends from the sector.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's pretty cool.
And we
Yeah.
are going off. Goodbye.